Welcome to Mythoscon 23, the Mythos Mystery Society Mythoscon 23. There will be blood, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies, gonna be some blood tonight. Someone will die tonight.
Fun.
Tonight is the blood. Tonight is the first night of Mythoscon 23. It's Friday the 13th, and it's almost 10 o'clock at night, which means it might as well be 3 a.m. for us 30-year-olds. It's only 9:40. It's not even. But yeah, but we're gonna be doing.
Excuse you, it's 11:45.
Yeah, we're going to be doing another read-along of a Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure book. This one is the first one, which is Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. I forgot to update the thing. Hang on one second. Goosebumps. It still says we're playing Demonologist. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna be playing the Escape from the Carnival of Horrors, and if you don't know how we play these games, we do it in such a way that all of us pretend that we're kind of all making the decisions together as different people in a group, and whenever somebody makes a decision, if they feel very strongly about it, they are in charge of that decision, and if their character's story ends there, then we go back to the fork, and everybody else makes the other decision, and we basically just do that until everybody dies. And then usually we get a weird ending, like Ty ate bugs last time. Or no, he sold bugs.
I sold a beetle ice cream.
Both, really. You ate the bug in the one store, you know, as they do in the mall. But yeah, with that, I guess I can start. Where Ty also has the same book, if you want to raise yours up, Ty, just to show. Yeah, nice, nice. Except mine is the limited edition crayon version from... Oh, it's signed. I don't want to, like, dox this person, but their name is William P. Willie P. And with that, I shall begin. What do you want to do? I don't know, Patty. What do you want to do? Not fair, Brad. I asked you first. Patty and Brad, your two best friends, arguing, as usual. It's the last week of August, and Patty and Brad haven't stopped fighting since your summer vacation started. Patty likes being bossy. You don't mind, though. It's kind of your kink. It's no big deal. It's hard to win a fight with her anyway. You don't know why Brad even tries. You guess it's because he doesn't want to look like a wimp in front of a girl. There's nothing to do. I guess I'll just go home, Brad says. He shoves his hands in his pockets. Then his shoulders slump and he sort of shrivels up. You guess Brad is kind of a wimp, even if he is your best friend. You're boring, Brad, Patty complains. Whenever Patty complains, her freckles really pop out. Now there are about 1 million of them across her face. That's not how freckles work.
They physically explode.
Patty suddenly bursts out. It says, go to page 2. Ty, you want to take over?
Yep. Let's bike over to Bennett's Field and watch them set up the carnival. I don't know, you answer. It's getting dark, and Mom says I have to be home by 9. It's only a quick bike ride, says Brad. Are you some kind of wimp? Brad, calling you a wimp? You cannot believe it. Okay, you
After
agree.
you just called him a wimp?
Unacceptable. But if it's as bad as last year, there won't be much to see. Don't you remember the main attraction? You remind them? The ride they called the Terror Track turned out to be a baby choo-choo train that circled around and around and around. Doesn't matter what you say. Patty's made up her mind. You're gonna ride over to that carnival. A hot, humid breeze blows in your face as you pedal along. Patty's in the lead, no surprise, and Brad's puffing behind you. It's dark by the time you reach Bennett's Field. You and your friends drop your bikes in the grass and race across the moonlit field toward the huge wooden fence that surrounds the carnival. To take a closer look, turn to page 3.
I'll turn to page 3. As you reach the carnival entrance, you hear music coming from inside. Not the usual corny organ stuff they always play, but some really strange music, like Panic at the Disco. It sounds familiar and totally new at the same time. Brad stretches his neck to try and peer over the fence, but no luck. The fence is just way too fucking high. Patty jiggles. Yes, Patty jiggles the padlock on the door. It's sealed shut. I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow night when the carnival opens, Brad says. No way, Patty says. Let's climb the fence now. Are you crazy, Brad says. We'll all get caught. Come on, there's probably no one in there, Patty replies. Your friends turn to you to cast the deciding vote. You glance at your watch. It's almost 9 p.m. You're going to get home, and if you're going to get home in time, you should start going back now. What are you going to do? Do all of these start with a you could just go home option?
So far, yes.
If you decide to go home, turn to page 10. If you decide to climb the fence to get inside, turn to page 6. Who wants to do something?
I'll choose it. We're going in.
Yeah, I want to go to the fence. I want to hop the fence. Yeah.
Part of me wants to do the whole thing, but I won't. Let's go.
Every single time we play this, one of us makes the decision to just go home. Go home! Okay, page 6. Ty, you read that one.
Let's do it, you say to your friends. Let's climb that fence. Patty is halfway up before you finish speaking. You let Brad go next. You're last. It's a hard climb up. There's really no place on the fence to get a good grip. But you make your way to the top, swing your legs over, and tumble down. You land on the grass. You're inside. You and your friends gaze around. It's pretty dark. The only light comes from torches. At first, the carnival looks the same as it always does. Dinky rides, hot dog wagons. Then the lights start to flicker on in every corner of the field. The rides start to move. It's as if the whole place is magically coming to life.
The hot dog wagons become more hot doggity.
And sentient. Hey, look at the giant roller coaster, you exclaim, pointing up ahead. They never had a roller coaster before. Yeah, says Brad. Brad agrees. This whole place is a lot bigger than last year. This is awesome, Patty says as she sprints towards the rides. Race over to page 7.
Oh, shit. You and Brad take off after Patty. You all stop in front of the roller coaster. Wow, Patty says as she gazes up at... Wow. It's like a rocket to outer space. Patty, don't be so fucking stupid, so you say to her. No. Beyond the roller coaster, you spy a castle surrounded by a moat and a spooky-looking haunted house sitting high atop a hill. These are the coolest rides I've ever seen, you say. They still have the dumb choo-choo train over there, you point out, but we could ride this stuff all night and never go near it. That sounds like I made that up, but it actually is. Patty grabs your arm and tugs you over to the other side of the carnival, to the midway. Brad races after you. Hey, where are all those dinky wooden boots from last year, you ask, as you gawk at the amazing games of chance. They're gone. Then in their place are giant video games and huge spinning wheels studded with hundreds of blinking colored lights. Get a load of that, Brad suddenly cries out. You and Patty spin around. You can't believe what you see. Turn to page 87.
You gotta read what it says, Dave. Be more amazed on page 87.
More amazed on page 87, yeah. I kind of forgot that those have, like, text on them.
You're staring at a sign that reads, World's Freakiest Freak Show. 3 of you gape at the pictures. There's the 3-headed man with the ugliest collection of faces you've ever seen.
What if they were all handsome, though?
And the snake lady.
Better or worse?
A young blonde girl with a beautiful face and the body of a slithering snake. This is, you start to say, but you don't finish.
Seems exploitative.
But you don't finish, because a large hand has come down on your shoulder, hard. You slowly turn and gaze up at a huge man with shoulders wider than a refrigerator. He has cold black eyes with a thick mustache to match. He looks strong enough, and mean enough, to pitch you over the fence with one hand. What are you doing here? His deep voice booms. You're not allowed in here, he says, pointing directly at you. We're sorry, you say, hoping to appear sorry, not just scared. We wanted to look around, that's all, but we'll leave right now. His eyes stare into yours. He clamps both hands down on your shoulders and says, You're not going anywhere. Uh-oh, quick. Better turn to page 4.
Better turn to page 4.
He rips you in half.
Uh-oh. Bad ending. You should have gone home.
Yeah, you shouldn't have gotten ripped in half by the big man. What do you mean? Brad asks, trembling all over. I just had an idea. A great idea, the man replies. I want you kids to stay and try out the rides before the grand opening tomorrow. Patty's eyes open wide. Cool, she says. Are you sure it's all right with the owner, you ask? I'm Big Al, the manager, and what I say around here goes. Big Al digs... Big Al digs...
You got it, bud.
I got this. Reading's hard. Big Al digs around in his checkered jacket and pulls out 3 maps. He hands one to each of you. Study them carefully, he says. If you have any questions, ask them now. Your eyes fall upon the map. You have question, but then when you gaze up, Big Al is gone. He's vanished. The whole carnival's to ourselves, Patty exclaims. Where should we start? You stare down at your map once again. You notice that the carnival is split in half, which means that this book has 2 routes. On one side are the rides, tons of them. And on the other side is the midway, packed with games of chance and a freak show. What will you try first? To go on the rides, turn to page 34, or to check out the midway, turn to page 77. I think this is a big choice that we all have to unanimously make.
Yeah. My vote's midway, but what do you guys think?
You want to do the games of chance?
And the freak show? I want to see the snake lady.
I mean, I'm down with the freak show.
You just want to jack off the snake lady.
So what?
No.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
You want to do the midway? Jason, what do you think?
Midway. I also didn't know
Freak show.
what midway meant until now, so I learned something tonight.
All right, so freak show.
I am outdone. I wanted to do the rides, so just so you know, if this sucks, it's on you guys. And not
Well, we can go back if we die soon enough.
If it sucks, it's on you guys, and not on me.
All right, 77. Let's head for the midway and play some games, you say. You, Patty, and Brad jog down a wide avenue. Tents of every color line the street. Carnival music blares from the loudspeakers. You spot a green neon sign flashing above a yellow-striped tent. The sign reads, Madame Zeno, fortune teller. Excellent, you exclaim. I'm going in. You tell your friends you'll catch up with them in a minute. You lift the tent flap. Inside, one small candle flickers in the dark. You hear a low voice call out, Enter my chamber. There's Madame Zeno sitting in the shadows. She wears a long red dress dotted with brightly colored gems. They shimmer in the candlelight. Her black hair tumbles to her shoulders as she bends over a large crystal ball. Welcome, she whispers. Then she reaches out and gently lifts her hand. Let me tell you your future. To find out your future, go to page 78.
Madame Zeno studies your hand closely. She traces the lines in your hand with her soft fingers. I see horror in your future. In your immediate future, she warns. What kind of horror, you stammer? What do you mean? Madame Zeno releases your hand. She picks up a strange deck of cards. She spreads them out on the table. You notice the cards have pictures. A headless man, a bloody sword, a large, evil eye. She gathers up all the cards and flips the deck over. Then she deals out a red card and a blue card. Turn one over, she commands. Learn your fate. Alright, so somebody's dying here for sure. Either pick red, go to page 14, or pick blue, go to page 59. I ain't doing it. I don't want to die. I got a lot of life to live.
I'm choosing red. Going red.
You're going red? You said something first, so we're going to red. Page 14.
Bop, bop. You reach out and slowly touch the red card. To your amazement, a 3D heart magically appears and rises from the flat surface. Then it starts to beat. Thud dump, thud dump. It must be some fancy optical illusion. You lean closer to figure out the trick. Yow! You screech and jerk back to avoid the warm red liquid that nearly squirts in your eye. Is it blood? It looks like blood. Wow, cool effect, you say. How'd you do it? Turn over the card. Turn over the card, Madame Zeno orders. Do it now. Madame Zeno really gets into her act. Doesn't she know this is just a game? You think. But you do as you're told. Big deal. No weird pictures, no hidden fortunes. All you see are numbers. 1, 3, 2. Shimmering in gold script against a midnight background. What does it mean, you ask? You will know when the time is right, the fortune teller whispers. Her voice is so low you can barely hear. It could save your life? What does she mean?
3, 2.
Turn to page 441 to find out.
I think we learned a good thing. Somebody's got to remember 1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 2. Jason, because it's Jason's path. We're on Jason's route.
It is your path, Jason.
1,
you
3,
must
2.
remember. You must remember. Turn to page 41. Okay. What do you mean the magic number could save my life, you ask Madame Zeno, but fortune teller doesn't answer. She stares off into space, seems to have fallen into a deep trance. You don't really believe her. These fortune tellers are all fakes, but you memorize the number anyway. 132, 132. I picked red instead of blue, you chant to help you remember. Madame Zeno puts the card back in the deck. She closes her eyes and waves you away with her jeweled hand. You guess the fortune telling is over. So you leave the tent and search for Patty and Brad. You squint under the bright lights of the midway, scanning all the game booths, but you can't find them. You're trying to figure out which way to go when you spot Big Al coming towards you. He is not alone. He's leading a large group of people. As they come closer, you hear that they are chanting something. What is it? Pay or play. Pay or play. Play or pay. Play or pay. What does that mean? Turn to page 16 to find out.
Hi, you say to Big Al. Who are all those people? He doesn't really answer your question.
Fuck?
Welcome to the Carnival of Horrors, he says. You must play or play. Play or play. Play or...
Yeah, right?
Play. Play.
They can't
play,
say it either.
Play. We have many games on our midway. You must play too. He practically spits the word must out. If you succeed, you can win prizes. But if you lose, you pay with your life.
Jesus.
Boy, he's really laying it on thick, you think? But it's a pretty cool gimmick. Oh, okay, I'll play a game, but then I gotta go home. No one goes home, Big Al says, until they play. You must play 2 games and survive. Okay, alright, you mutter to yourself. You glance around the midway at 2 closest games. Guess Your Weight on Mars and the Wheel of Chance. You have to pick one to start, or you'll never get out of here. For Guess Your Weight on Mars, go to page 72. To play the Wheel of Chance, go to page 8.
You guys think I'm gonna bail you out knowing like gravity on Mars? You got nothing coming.
Do I own the entire
the Mars one?
Do I own the entire path, or
no? You don't own the entire. If we get saved and it looks like the book is just continuing, then it's back to whoever wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't there for the first time we did this, were you?
I was, yeah.
You get crushed by a bookshelf.
Yeah, you turned
I
into
got
a
killed
bat
by
and
the
then got
bookshelf.
slammed into.
So what is someone? What is someone choosing?
What were the 2?
Guess Your Weight on Mars or the Wheel of Chance?
I'm thinking Guess Our Weight on Mars. I feel like I'm
Felt like
obligated to.
You should do that
crack
one.
that one.
If you're
Page
gonna go out, that's the one you.
72.
Here we go.
Alrighty. You step up to the Guess Your Weight on Mars booth. A woman in a spacesuit motions you inside a gate. You pass through and find yourself in the middle of a courtyard that looks just like a miniature launching site, complete with its own rocket. Security check, the lady says as she presses your hand onto a fake scanner. So how does this game how does this work? You ask. I guess how much you weigh on Mars. She's like, then you'll enter the planet simulation chamber and stand on the scale. If I'm stumped by more than 1 pound up or down, you win a giant candy bar. What if you guess right? The space lady doesn't say anything at first, and then she just smiles a nasty smile, and then she says, "You lose." Is all she says. Go to page 18.
The space
So
lady.
she's gonna guess.
It's more like she's gonna play a game, and we're
And you're around. The space lady slowly circles you as she sizes you up from head to toe. I think you weigh 38 pounds. 38 pounds? Boy, you wrong. I'm never wrong, she says, smirking. She snaps her fingers and 2 enormous guards appear. They each take one of your arms and drag you out of the courtyard. But I don't weigh 38 pounds, you yell. But then you remember, this isn't your weight on Earth that matters. It's your weight on Mars. Do you weigh 38 pounds on Mars? You better find out quickly, because something tells you that Big Al said about having to survive might be true. Weigh in on page 134.
Yeah, but like, what do you weigh
so we don't get
currently?
to choice, because I think she did get it.
We're gonna find out on page 134.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, this is a decision.
What about 132?
It's 134, right? 132. The numbers, the magic numbers. You've got to figure out what you weigh on Mars fast, but how? You are about to give up when you notice the flashing sign. It reads, the gravity on Mars is almost 40% of what it is on Earth. Now, okay, now you can figure it out. Multiply your real Earth weight by 4. Now drop off the last digit. For example, if you weigh 90 pounds, 90 times 4 equals 360. Drop the last digit, you get 36 for your weight on Mars. If you don't want to do the math, you could just leave it to luck and guess.
Wait, when did Goosebumps teach us math?
Right now.
I was about to say, somebody got told they have to teach kids at least one thing per book.
What the fuck is our weight? What
Yeah,
is
do we know
our
our weight?
We weigh more than 32 pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe reverse it. How much does she think we weigh?
300 and... 20 divided by 4.
Hang on. Here's the choices really quick. If you think your Mars weight is 37 to 39, go to page 53. If you think your Mars weight is less than 37 or more than 39, go to page 22. Well,
He thinks
if you're asking me, a 36-year-old man, how much I weigh, it is more than that.
she thinks we weigh 38. So if we guess 22, that means we think she's like. Well, I guess you could be wrong either way.
How much does a child? How old are we?
I don't know.
I have a lot of questions. Goosebumps. Stine. Somebody get Stine on the phone.
I think. I don't know. What's this is Tom? I mean, I guess this is Tom's decision still, right?
Not necessarily. Well, yeah, because it's still.
No, this is still Tom's because this is kind of his path.
I mean, if you're, I don't know, early teens, you might weigh 80 pounds, and that math formula would say 32.
And she'd be right?
She'd be wrong. She said 38.
Well, then that'd be, what, like 90 pounds? So...
Yeah, 90.
So it's a close
If you are
call.
90 pounds, then it would be correct. Pretty much.
Hmm.
Wait, no, she'd be wrong. Yeah, because it has to be either 37, 38, or 39. Because she said you have to be like either the same weight or a pound above or below.
So
wish we
she
had a
would be
bully.
right if you think you weigh 90 pounds.
I wish we had a bully, like, in the beginning of this. It's like, hey, Freddy. They're like, we're heavy.
Hey, kid.
It would have saved our lives.
The thing I hate the most about you is the fact that you weigh 90 pounds.
93 pounds, exactly.
Which is really average for a child like you.
I am going to think... so basically, she's either right or wrong, are my two choices. I'm going to go with the one where I think she's...
Your life's on the line. Your life's on the line, fat ass. What are you gonna do?
I think she's right.
Oh.
I think she's right.
I'm
So
mainly
that would
going
be
with
if you think your
story-wise,
Mars
because
weight
if
is
they just
37
put
to
us in the
39.
situation...
53?
Yes, that's 53. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna hold my thing here because if he dies,
Yeah.
then we have to go.
Oh no, you think the space lady guessed right. Now what's gonna happen? The two guards shove you into the space chamber. It's a clear, narrow tube that rises up farther than you can see. As the door slams shut behind you, one of the guards barks, "You get on that scale!" You step on that scale, and it just shows how right the space lady's guess was. You press the chamber door release, but it's stuck. You try again. Doesn't budge. Maybe it's locked from the outside. "Hey, I can't get out," yelled the guards, but they simply wave. "Hey, let me out!" Now you're mad. "Let me out!" All at once, the room starts to shake and rattle. Mrrr. The thrust of the rocket...
Mars.
The thrust of the powerful rocket's engines echoes in your ears.
Oh.
It sounds as if you're being launched into space. But that's impossible, isn't it? Turn to page 40.
I think Tom got shot to space.
Get your ass to Mars.
Mars.
Yay!
Yeah, this is Dick. This is what's his
I get
face
to go
is-
to space.
Oh, this kid has to show up in
In our-
the Hooper verse now.
Yeah, the Hooperverse.
Yes!
I lost a carnival game and now I'm
It's
on
Jack
Mars,
Hooper's
I just gotta go
son.
home. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. A mechanical voice announces. To your horror, the rocket blasts off. You're slammed against the side of the capsule and with hurricane force. Seconds later, you've left Earth's atmosphere. A recorded message comes on. Congratulations, you are the perfect weight for our Mars Explorer. We'll be monitoring your trip, and we will bring back in approximately 20 years, with a plus or minus 10-year margin of error in case something goes wrong. But do not worry, nothing can go wrong. Go wrong. Go wrong. The end. Tom got shot to Mars.
They had a space program?
So here's the thing. Here's why that was a dumb decision to make, Tom. Because she told you if she was right, she wins. So...
Oh. I actually
so
missed
if you
that.
just pick that she's wrong, she's just wrong.
He just
You win.
is.
Yeah. I guess there's no benefit to picking
So
if
it's
she's
just like,
right.
yeah,
Well, I'm
cool, she
dead
did the
now.
math right, that's correct. But I lost.
When this is
I'm
over,
pretty
just
sure
smash
she's wrong. If you...
Smash cut to me like lifeless on Mars.
Yeah, the rocket's just in
Like the
just
whale
swirling in the
from South
background, and
Park.
it's just you face down away from the camera.
Well, alright, boys. I
Page
tried.
22.
I tried, I died.
You tried, you died. Here we go. So the rest of us, you're pretty sure the space lady guessed wrong, and all you have to do is step on the scale and prove it. The two goons shove you inside the planet simulation chamber. It's a long, narrow tube, and it's really stuffy inside. You can barely breathe. You step up on the scale, you check the reading. Boy, oh boy, the space lady is fucking wrong. You jump up and down. I won! You back outside, you collect your prize. It's a huge chocolate bar. You take a big bite out of it and stuff the rest in your pocket. You gaze around. The coast is clear. Maybe you can find Patty and Brad and get out of here. Even though all that happened is you had a little bit of fun. You got your fortune told and you
played a chocolate
game. You walk a few steps forward, but a heavy hand clamps down on your shoulder from behind. It's Big Al. It's time to play another game, he says, grinning. You have not tried the Wheel of Chance, go to page 8. If you've already played the Wheel of Chance, go to page 17. We have to play the Wheel of Chance then. So we don't.
Page
that's
8.
Not really a choice.
You wander over to the Wheel of Chance and immediately notice two strange things. First, read the sign on the booth. It says, Wheel of No Chance. Then you hear the barker's voice calling, step right up! But there's no one there. No one but a green-yellow parrot. Excuse me, you say, hoping someone will answer. Is this game open? No, I'm standing by this wheel for my health, the parrot cracks. Now, do you want to spin or what? The parrot is obviously annoyed. Oh, mammals, he mutters. I can't live with them, can't live without them. You still glance around. Maybe we should skip this game. But Big Al sneaks up behind you. Spin, he says. You must earn points to win. But how will I know if I have enough points, you ask. Spin. It's his final word. Go to page 9.
So here's what's funny about this is that whatever child was reading this book before legit tried to spin on the wheel. Like they drew circles around
That's awesome.
the wheel with the crayon. That's adorable. This is here's how to spin, and I think I'm gonna make this decision because I've worked on so many Wheels of Chance for video games I've worked on that I kind of have to do this legally. Here's how to spin. Close your eyes and twirl your finger over the wheel on this page. Then let your finger land somewhere on the wheel. Look at the number you've landed on and go to that page. Quick, go to the page you landed on, or if you landed on, spin again, spin again. Okay, there we go. I got 38. This is gonna be hard. I think we're just gonna all die here. Alright. Got a winner! The parrot squawks. You won 25 points, plus anything you want on the prize room. Step this way. Eagerly, you follow the bird into a storeroom behind the booth. It's packed with the weirdest assortment of junk you've ever seen. Dusty old catalogs, stuffed rats, a collection of axes, more stuffed rats, portraits of headless people holding stuffed rats! That's not what it was. So pick something, it's getting late, the parrot says. Not this garbage, you think. Then you spot a shelf of small cans with bright labels. Play and Glow, Clay Slime, and Monster Blood. Well, one of those is bad. Monster Blood. Hey, isn't that the magic stuff you read about in Goosebumps?
Hey!
Did you really say that?
Waka
Yeah.
waka! Hey, I'll take the Monster Blood, we decided. Excellent choice, the parrot remarks. As you quickly leave the room with your prize, you wonder, is 25 points enough? What do you do next? If you want to spin again for more points, go to page 9. If you haven't played Guess Your Weight on Mars yet, go to page 72. Or if you have played Guess Your Weight on Mars, go to page 17. I got Monster Blood. I got the Goosebumps.
You got the
I am Goosebumps.
I got shot in the space.
Do we want to spin again, or do we want
I'm dead.
to move on?
I'm doing it.
This is where the gambling gets put in. Do I want to spin again? I'm gonna.
Yeah, let it ride, baby.
I don't know if 25 points is enough, but how? Well, it's gonna be like, did you get more than 50 points? Go to this page. How many? Okay, so how many do I got? I got 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody write that down somewhere. I'm gonna go back to page 9 and spin again.
I'll put it in the chat.
I'm doing it, guys.
Excuse me.
So now we know why the child drew on this page, because you literally have to. Okay. I got spin again. I got free spin, page 49. The wheel stops on free spin. You are ready to try again, but the dumb parrot flies over and latches onto your shoulder. Ah, that hurts, you cry. Free spin, you're going on a free spin. Turn me loose, you command. Let him cook. When you swivel your head to glare at the bird, a scream freezes in your throat. The parrot has ballooned into an enormous vulture. His black, beady eyes pierce right through you. He digs his razor-sharp claws deeper into your shoulder. Run. Your every survival instinct shouts, but the bird of prey has other ideas. One of them is dinner, and with you is the main course. The big bird snatches you by the back of your shirt as if you were a rag doll, kicking and screaming and using every defensive move you've learned from karate class. Oh, well, I didn't know I was a black belt. You struggle for your life, but it's no use. With a jerk, he lifts you off the ground, and suddenly you have a frightening view of the carnival from 20 feet, 30 feet, 50 feet up. Turn to page 50. I'm going to read this because I think I died. Thump, thump, thump. Your heart bangs loudly in your chest. What kind of carnival is this, you wonder? Where a free spin is more like a death sentence. You circle a green clump of treetops. You're really dizzy now. You want to close your eyes, but you know it's not a good idea since you're like flying 50 feet high without a plane or like a parachute or anything. As you circle closer to the treetops, you are met with a horrifying view. 5 baby vultures in a nest. 5 very hungry babies with mouths gaping wide open. The end is near. You are going to wind up as a take-home dinner unless you can somehow force the vulture to let you go. Frantically, you reach into your pockets. If you've won the chocolate bar, one of the games a chance. Go to page 76.
Hey,
did we do that?
We did, yeah, we chocolate bar.
Wasn't it one of, games of chance where everything we've done. Oh my god, guys. We did it. I hope. It just eats us and the chocolate bar. Well, okay. Page 76. You dig deep into the side pocket of your jeans and find it! The chocolate bar you won. It's a good thing you didn't eat it all, but will the vulture go for it? Without warning, the big bird starts his final approach. Diving straight for the nest, you pull out the candy and wave it frantically in front of him. Treat! Treat! You holler. These words make your dog at home go wild, but will it work on the vulture? Yes! He cracks open his beak just enough for you to wiggle loose. Then you're falling. You've landed on a giant trampoline. Fling! Now you're going up again, higher this time, and now you're falling again. Fling! You've bounced up even higher this time. Every life has its ups and downs, but it looks as if you'll be bouncing up and down forever. And boy, is it fun! The end. It says the end 4 times.
Why? So you just
bounce forever.
Also, vultures eat dead things, not chocolate.
Yeah. And chocolate bars.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we're going back to the Wheel of Chance.
9. Well, no, we could. 17 was us moving on from the Wheel of Chance.
Yeah.
With
okay,
25
you remember
points.
the number to move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You take a few steps along the midway, hoping you've won enough prizes and points. You notice the crowd of people surrounding Big Al. They're still chanting, "Pay or play, pay or play." You break through the crowd and grab Big Al's arm. "Hey, do you know where my friends are?" "Certainly," Big Al says, pointing up ahead. "They're right over there." "Patty, Brad," you shout as you rush up to them. "Come on, we gotta go. This carnival is evil." But before you can say a word, Big Al's voice booms from behind you. "Not before the final challenge." Page 84. Big Al shoved... Oh, you can do it, Dave.
Big Al shoves you and your friends into a huge red tent. Seems to be set up for some kind of show. Red carpeted steps lead up to a platform which sits under a golden arch. The arch twinkles with 1,000 colored lights that spell out "Final Challenge." Trumpets blast as people flood into viewing area. As they march in, they clap their hands and yell, "Final! Final!" Big Al leads you up to the carpeted steps. You are standing on the platform now, in front of a shimmering curtain that hangs down from the arch. The crowd begins to chant, "Sudden death! Sudden death!" "What do you think that means?" Patty asks. You're going to find out on page 123. Not quite, Jason.
1, 2, 3.
I know, I saw you. I saw you perk up.
The final challenge,
Almost.
Big Al announces. The crowd goes wild. Then he turns to you and says, remember, the fun games are over. Now you are playing for your life. You go first, Big Al says to you. You see Brad and Patty taken off to the side by a man in a black hood. 2 red-haired dwarves in clown costumes scurry up the steps. To your surprise, they fit you with new high-top sneakers. Sneakers with metal studs running up the backs. This is going to be some kind of race, you think. But then you change your mind when they snap on a heavy metal helmet on your head. The crowd's cheers grow louder. Big Al throws a switch. The curtain behind you parts and whammo! The wall behind the curtains turns into a super magnet. You zinging to the wall like a dart to a bullseye. Zing back to page 25.
Seconds later, your head and the back of your feet slam into the wall. You're hanging upside down in the middle of a gigantic magnetic wheel. Are you ready for the final challenge? Big Al asks. Of course not, you say. Let me down! We'll let you down, but not until you face the final challenge. 1 spin will decide your fate. If you win, you go. If you lose, you stay here forever. What will your fate be? Big Al approaches the wheel. Brad and Patty are holding onto each other. Your heart is pounding. Your hands are sweating. This is it. 1 spin. He gives the wheel with you on it a hard turn. Where will it stop? Guess. On page 44, on page 74, or on page 124? Now,
We should each guess one.
As a person who's been jumping on a trampoline for ad infinitum, part of me does kind of wonder if they meant 1, 3, 2, not necessarily the numbers literally, but the choices. Do choice 1, do choice 3, do choice 2. So do choice 44, then 124, then 74.
Well, me and Jason are left. I think we should each choose a number. And we go with one of us first.
So what were the 3 numbers?
44, 74, 124.
44.
Okay. I'll choose 74, but let's go to 44 first.
44 first, because you said it first, yeah.
Yeah. You're spinning round and round. Everything is a blur. You can't see, but you hear the crowd chanting, final, final, final. And the wheel stops. A huge gasp escapes from the audience. Did you win or lose? Neither. You stop and spin again. Turn back to 25 and spin again.
So you said 74, Ty?
I said 74.
Okay. Do you want me to read your fate, or do you want to read your fate?
I can read my fate. Round and round you go. The world is a blur of colors. You can hear the crowd screaming, final, final, final. And the wheel stops. Ah, the crowd gasps. What does it mean? You win, Big Al says. Now come this way to collect your prize and go home. You can go to 130, turn to page 131, Dave.
He just shoots you. Mean. Sucker, you didn't really think you could get out of this easily, did you? Check out the title of this book, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. Horrors? You need to face a lot more horrors, and then maybe you'll escape. Quick, turn to page 116.
Fucking got me, huh?
Fuck. You fucking got us, RL Stine.
That was RL Stine talking directly to us.
Hey, kid, you can't stop reading yet. All right, here you go, Ty.
Want me to read it? 116?
Yeah, 116. Right?
Yeah. Zap! Big Al throws a switch and the magnet shuts off. You come flying down to Earth, right where Brad and Patty are waiting. I played your dumb game, now let us go, you tell Big Al. Big Al doesn't answer. But the crowd does. Sudden death, sudden death, sudden death. The crowd surges towards you. They are not friendly. They back you up against a wall. You're trapped. Trapped by a mob. You reach into your pocket hoping to find something that might help you. Something to save you. If you want to cancel monster blood, go to 97. We have monster blood.
I mean, then maybe you will jump on a trampoline forever.
Yeah.
So we did win it, so we do. This isn't really
thing.
a choice. It's more like a switch. Yeah. So 97.
97. Yeah, you can read it.
Your hand clamps around the can of monster blood that Dave gave you before he got taken away by a fucking vulture. Quickly, you snap off the lid, and the green gunk pours out. Look, it's alive! Brad shouts. He's right, the monster blood oozes from the can, quivers, and appears to stretch and pull itself up. Then it starts to roll and bounce, making horrible sucking sounds. Oh, nope, I already read that. Great, it's rolling into the crowd, sucking up everything everything in its path. Run! Big Al screams as the huge green ball rolls over the people in the crowd, sucking them up with a loud plop. Then the monster blood hits the side of the tent. It changes direction. It's coming after you, 129.
The monster blood has grown so big, now you can't see over it or around it. Run for your lives, Patty screams. But reaching the door is impossible. The mountain of green slime is bearing down on you fast. You stand frozen to the spot, terrified. And then, just in time, you, Patty, and Brad leap to the side, and the monster blood slams into the wall with a crushing force, plows right through it. You stare at the giant gaping hole in the wall. Quickly, the three of you jump through the opening. You're standing outside the main gate where you came in. There's a wide path of destruction across the field and the forest beyond. From somewhere, a clock chimes 12 times, sending a chill down your spine. When you peer back into the carnival, it has disappeared. All that's left is a spooky silver mist. The end.
That actually set up for the second book, which is TikTok, You're Dead. So I think you got, like, the canon ending. I didn't realize we were going to be the same kids. Every time.
You're not. You're on a trampoline for forever.
I'm on a trampoline forever, and Tom's dead on Mars.
I'm on Mars.
Oh, we're safe.
Now we have a decision we can make, because it's only been 40 minutes. We could go back and ride the rides. Or we can go home.
We can go.
Shut the book to go home. Go to page whatever. What do y'all want to do? I don't mind if we want to just stop. We got the canon ending. Like, it's the legit ending. But Jason and Ty didn't. Well, Jason and Ty got out.
We did live.
Yeah. We're alive.
And that's not fair. No, it's fine.
132, baby.
Yeah, what did that fucking mean?
Yeah, we never figured that out. Maybe that was a different choice we could have made.
Yeah, maybe that's if we, what's it called? Was that before the rides? No, that was when we picked to go to Games of Chance, right?
Yeah, that was Games of Chance. But there was also a lot I think we chose the red card instead of the blue card, and that was a big thing.
What could it be?
No, because it was the 132 we got from choosing red, because it was 132. I didn't choose blue as the rhyme.
Yeah.
I don't know what we meant. I guess maybe one of the spins that you had. There was a couple different decisions there. The spins, and then there was one spin that Jason and I didn't do. We did the one where we had to spin again, the one where we got the correct spin. We didn't do the losing spin. I don't know if that would have ended it.
Also, we kind of did a bad thing, because the monster blood's just kind of out there now, and they said it just, like, destroyed a huge portion of, like, the area around
I feel like the monster blood always gets out.
Yeah, that's, like, its thing. Well, anyway. that was the first Give Yourself Goosebumps book by the genius Reginald Louisville Stine. Brought to you by Schmuckies. No. With that, I'm jumping on a trampoline. My name is Dave. My favorite part was the fact that I got to legit play a game of chance with spinning my finger on a page. Coming up tomorrow, we'll have 2 games. We're doing Sleepaway at noon Pacific Standard Time. And then at night, we're doing Maria's game, which is Metro Skate Bloodbath, which we're going to be a bunch of dancing rollerblade boys going to a club for a night. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing my game in the morning at noon, which is Massacre on Makeout Mountain, which is They Came From Beyond the Grave game. And then at night, we're going to be doing End of the Line, which is inspired by Final Destination, sort of like it, but not quite kind of stuff. And with that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society. You can find us on TikTok and Threads and YouTube and podcast under those. Yes, I'm so not used to saying that because it's changed so wildly. Social media is just fucking out there right now. And with that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuckies. If you want to know who Schmuckies is, turn to page 37. But if you want to get shot in the face, turn to page 2.